Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Welcome to my channel, everybody. So, this is my September 2024's Monday and Saturday review. So, I have a Monday and Saturday series where I concentrate on one stamp set, suite, or bundle. And for the month of September, I did 2 bundles because they're both punch bundles, and I thought I could mix them together, and I think I did a really good job. So we have the Keeping Tabs bundle, which included this punch, and then we have the Labeled with Love, which was this punch. Hopefully they are both in camera. Absolutely had a blast doing this. And I hope that I did a good variety for you in showing you what I created. I love doing this, concentrating on a particular stamp set, suite, or bundle, because I really feel that then I am really getting my money's worth for what I purchase. Plus, I hope that I am showing you, you can always take whatever I design and use it for something that you have. My apologies. That was me clearing my throat. I need to take a sip. This morning's been a little bad, so let me set these aside. I'm going to put my punches in my little punch thing up here, and these we're going to set aside, and we're going to take a look at our great little creations. So we are going to start with our Mondays series. Now, I start my Mondays, the first Monday of the month is always a sketch card. And this time, on page 22, they give you these great sketches here. And which one did I do? Oh, I did this one right here. Of course, I tweak things, I have to. It's me. I do things to suit me. This was what I created. So I took the little strips of paper, I made them straight, I took the circle and I put it in the center. I did 3 layers, 1, 2, and 3, and these were the punches. This is 2 3/8, 2 and the 1 3/4, and a piece of ribbon from my bag of ribbon that I got at a thrift store, and some very retired, pretty in pink taffeta ribbon that I had, and I used some of the half back adhesive pearl, and I came up with this gorgeous little happy birthday card, which there's the punch, right? So I thought that came out really nice. And this Melon Mambo bit is just the 1/4 sheet of cardstock, and then my card base is cut to open like so. So I thought that was really cute. And then this paper, if you're like, well, where did you get that paper? Well, this paper was called Country Rose, and it was for demonstrators who achieved at least $1 over what their previous year's sales were for one particular month. And I did it thanks to a couple of people who ordered from me. Thank you so much, because you made this possible. So on September 2nd, on September 19th or September 9th, which isn't yet because I'm recording this before then, I have 5 winners have received the same piece of DSP for that. So this is going in my drawing box now. I just wanted to have that on the review. So I'm setting this aside. Now we're going to go to the second Monday of the month, which is, oops, I do need this, which is a case of card. And we need to find the Keeping Tabs, which I did move my darn holder because I put it onto this page. So let's find Keeping Tabs because I moved it. Let's go to the back. Not hard. We go to punches, and we go to Labeled with Love and Keeping Tabs, page 58 and 59. Oh, right there. I do have one on there. So we did this card here. Now, what you can't hardly see is right in here is the eyelet embossing folder. And of course I had to change it some. And this is what I came up with. Isn't that lovely? So I did a fall themed card, and these are all individually punched. Yes, so that is 15 of them, 3 sets of 5. And the colors were Cherry Cobbler, Daffodil Delight, Pumpkin Pie, Old Olive, and Pecan Pie. This is Cajun Craze. This is, let's see, craft, and this is a craft-like envelope, and this is very vanilla, and so is this very vanilla. And this little bird is from the Country Birdhouse. These is the bow punch in both craft and Cajun Craze, and I just used my blend to color in my little bird. Let me show you the inside. We did some stamping. This is a really old stamp that I had. Now, I told you all when I made this card, one we did. Oh, look at these. These are the iconic Pecan Pie and Clear ribbon adhesive back dots that came with the iconic imagery suite. I used those on it. So one was my sample, and this is some linen thread. And this one I embossed that, but I didn't like that. That was my sample. This is the one we actually made. So I originally stamped it in white, and I didn't like it. But I told you I was going to try to make it work. So this is the one I did with just scraps that were laying out, and I did do it in white. However, it's okay. It just wasn't the look I was going for. I mean, it's bright. It's okay. It's just not, it's not this. This is much better, but I told you I was going to try to do something with it, and I did use those pieces, so I did want to show you that. So this is what I did. Also, I want to show you, getting a little flustered here maybe. So they did 3 sets, and they divided the 3rd set and posted it on the end. I did the 3 sets and had them all 3 next to each other instead of dividing the 3rd one. And then they did this in the same color as the card base, and you really don't see that. So that's why I did mine in the Cajun Craze, so you actually got to see, I hope you can see that there is something there. I mean, right here it's in camera, but I'm pulling it up closer so you can see that there is detail here on that. And instead on this one, of course, I didn't need to do any detail because I used some retired DSP that had a little bit of a pattern in there that I thought mimicked it. So that was my case a card. Now we can move this aside. So then next is my shaker card, and I did 2. So we had part 1 and part 2. Part 1 was happy birthday, and this, believe it or not, this is the current in color DSP Petunia Pop, and we paired it with Rich Razzleberry, which is retired. Blackberry Bliss would have worked great, but we're using both punches again. This is the Labeled with Love, Keeping Tabs. This is the iconic imagery stamps and dies. We did happy birthday. Look at all those shaker bits. Fun stuff, right? Open it up. Happy birthday. Enjoy today. And we did a little strip at the top and a little strip at the bottom from the same DSP we used here. I thought that was really cute. And the envelope as well. Let's put that back inside here. Now, the next one was my fall themed, and once again, we used the iconic imagery, the leaf, the stamping inside on the DSP is the iconic imagery. I showed you in the video how I made my own shaker bits from the dollar store. This iconic imagery, a little bit of linen thread, both punches again. So much fun. And this time we used the scrap piece because this is 6 by 6. We used the scrap piece and we just rolled it right on over and a scrap piece. And I paired this with cinnamon cider. This is peach pie, and it pairs beautifully with the retired cinnamon cider. You are loved. Once again, top and bottom. Sorry if you can't see that. So top and bottom. Can you see it all now? And this is rolled right over the side. A little strip at the bottom there, and a leaf at the back, and grateful right there. So peach pie and cinnamon cider. If you don't have cinnamon cider, pecan pie would do lovely with that. So that was our third Monday, and that was our shaker card. And the fun fold, guys, dear Kathy Klein, this is her pinwheel, but she sent me a new pinwheel. And let me see if I can grab it. Where did it go? All right. I must have stuck it on my back wall already. It was a pinwheel card. It was not just a pinwheel. It was a spinning pinwheel card, right? So you knew I had to make that. But I did a double pinwheel card. Ah, look at this cutie pie. And originally I was going to try to use some other DSP, but this guy's came out so cute because this was meant to be my sample. But because of the cuteness, I had to show you exactly how I made it. So we did 2 with the Be Mine, and I made these birthdays, and they are just too much fun. I mean, cute as a button, but I did change it up. So this card does not open. It just has a back because I don't think it needs any more than that. So it's this on the front, and then a simple happy birthday like that. Labeled with love, labeled with love. And then for the envelope, we use the keeping tabs, hello friend and happy birthday. And we use some DSP on the envelope. This one is staying with me. This one's not going anywhere. It didn't need an envelope. So that is our 4th. That means it's a fun fold. And then for the 5th, with is a mystery. Now this one was a long video, I know. Thank you for those of you who stayed with me through the entire one. This was me doing a little something for my daughter and little Jissa, as I call her. And this was these little notebooks I got from the dollar store. And I did these little tabs, and I used some stickers and some paper, and I just made them, you know, little bits here. I thought it came out really cute. I still need to find, I did just as in a fishing theme because she does like to fish. So does my daughter, but my daughter loves the ocean and the sea and loves pink more. I want to do them. I'm going to use the little boxes for the Christmas gift, and I want to put some more little stuff in there. So this is just using stuff that I had in my stash to make a little cute little gift. So hopefully that, you know, inspires you all maybe to get out and create a nice little gift for Christmas. I love doing things like that. So that was my Monday stuff, and let's get on to our Saturday videos. So Saturday, here we go. We did something different this month. We used this color theory that's in the catalog. So I'll probably have to do this in 2. So on page 132 and 133, you have this color theory. And, pardon me. So it explains a little bit about the color theory in the wheel and the relationship between the colors. And you can read this in your catalog or online on the online catalog. So over here on page 133, it gives you ideas in some color schemes. So for instance, it says monochromatic. It just says, just starting out, choose a color that you love and pair it with shades and tints that have the same color. And your colors will always match. And then it gives you some suggestions like petal pink in Calypso Coral, lemon lime twist in Granny Apple Green, Highland Heather in Gorgeous Grape. That's a monochromatic theme, like black and white and grays, right? Then they have the complementary scheme, and they give you a color choice, the triadic theme, and it goes into what those are. So let's show you my first card, and I still did the casual, the beginner, the casual, the avid, and the extreme. So I always start, the first Saturday is a beginner card, and this is it. And yes, I did a sample because I had to figure it out, right? So this is it. And a beginner card for me is stamps, ink, and paper. And this is just stamps, ink, and paper. It's just I cut a bit of paper to make my own DSP and added, you could have popped this up on dimensionals, you could have punched this and added that for depth, but I didn't. This is just flat and I just glued it down there. So this was my complementary scheme. And it says opposites attract. So it says try pairing colors that are opposite each other on the color wheel. So my colors I chose were Old Olive and Fresh Freesia. Now let's go to the color wheel. And we're going to find Old Olive. And if you go across, there's Fresh Freesia. Fresh Freesia and Old Olive. So that's why I chose those two colors. And I think they paired really, really nicely together. And there's our hello friend from the Keeping Tabs. Enjoy today. We did flowers on the inside, on the back of the envelope. But guys, it is the sponging that really brought it to life. And I did sprinkle a little bit of Daffodil Delight in here with my itty bitty background stamp, which is just a little splatter image stamp. So that was the first Saturday. My second Saturday is a casual card. And that was this, okay, I know I'm mispronouncing this, analog card, whatever. Anyways, this one said to choose 3 colors that were side by side on the color wheel, and these work well together. Well, I chose that Country Rose paper, which we do have this identical paper, but it's called Countryside Inn, and that is in blues. But I chose this, and I also copied, do you see the 1, 2, and 3 from this? That inspired me. So we went here and we found, here we go, Melon Mambo, Pretty in Pink, and Flirty Flamingo side by side. So that's what it's talking about for this one. Choose 3 colors that are side by side. Now, it needed, this is my Flirty Flamingo, the Melon Mambo, and the Pretty in Pink. It had this white in here, and it did need that little bit of white in there. And I used both punches here, some ribbon, really simple. Open up on the inside, another piece of DSP on the back. I think it came out really well. An extra piece of cardstock. So that was number 2. That was our casual card. Now for our avid stamper. Avid. I can't remember if this was the avid or if this one. Okay, this has got to be the avid card. Yes, no, yes. Yes, this is the avid one. Oh, I hope I get, yes, this is the monochromatic one. Yes. So look at this one. Now this is all because the lovely Phyllis sent me several of these long skinny envelopes. And in the video, I show you how I measure my envelope and I figure out how I need, what I need to do to make my card base. So that's in the video. But here we go with the monochromatic. And it says, choose one color that you love and pair it with shades and tints of that same color. So the color that I chose, because in the DSP, was Lost Lagoon. So let's take a look at Lost Lagoon. Lost Lagoon is right here, and it pairs beautifully with Pretty Peacock. And that is, as you can see, in the DSP. And then in, this is the Perennial Lavender. In the Perennial Lavender, you have Gorgeous Grape, Highland Heather, and then a little bit of Fresh Freesia. And I chose to go ahead and highlight that in the lightest of the Fresh Freesia. So we have the Pretty Peacock, the Lost Lagoon, and the Fresh Freesia up there. A little bit of jute ribbon from the dollar store that my Aunt Carol gave me is right here. Sorry, I'm going to hold it here because you may not be able to see it. Can you see it? If it's a long skinny card way down here, but I'm going to hold it up sideways so you can see. And I stamped directly onto the paper with the keeping tab. So it says, hello friend, congratulations, and for you. And then we're going to open it up, and I stamped both sentiments from the Labeled with Love, happy birthday, enjoy today, and added 2 bits more of the DSP. I added the happy birthday down here. I took a square, and in the video I showed you that these were all just little squares that I had left over, and I made a diagonal and put a strip here. So that was our monochromatic. That was for our Avid stamper. And last but not least was our Triadic. And for this one, we went with the colors that they recommended right here. And this was perfect because these colors, guys, are in the Unbounded Love DSP. So, and then I have to show you, we have to put on the butterfly I forgot to do in the video. So I saved it so we can put it on here. So let's do that right now. So this is from the Labeled with Love, and I had stamped it Peach Pie, Berry Bliss, and I forgot to put it on here. So like, let's do it. So do we want it going this way? We could do it up there, but I think I want it like right here. So we need to open the trays up and get a glue dot. When I found it almost under my glass mat, I totally forgot. So let's go ahead and just put that glue dot right there. There we go. Now I'm happy again. So we have it in its rightful place. It needs a little wink of Stella, because everything else has it. We can't forget that. So this is, I told you in on my Wednesday series, you saw this fold. And I told you I'd be doing it at the end of the month for September. So this is my belly band. And this is the Labeled with Love punch. I had to fix it. So this is the retired modern label, the retired word window punch. This is from the Peaceful Season dies. This comes off. This opens. Ta-da! This opens. Ta-da! And then guess what? Ta-da! Look at that. Isn't that cool? So very, very, very cool card. So, and here are our colors. So we have our Summer Splash, our Peach Pie, and our Berry Burst. All the colors that are listed right here. So it says craft with colors that are evenly spaced around the color wheel and go beyond the primary colors for something unexpected. Now they give you choices to use. You don't have to try your own. So I thought I did my own for all of those. So we were going to choose something that they did, and this is it. And I am so happy I did, because this came out just fantastic. I absolutely love it. Look at how well those colors came out. So once again, this is Peach Pie. This is Shy Shamrock, by the way, and that's Berry Burst. But there you go. Beautiful, beautifully done. I couldn't be more happy with it. It just, they all came out so nice. So let's take another little look. So there's that one. There's the monochromatic. This is the analog. This is the complimentary. This is Gissa and Justice's part of their Christmas gift I'm working on. This is my double spinning fun fold. These were my shaker cards. This was my sketch card. And this was my, this is my sketch card. This is my case of card. There we go. So there are all of my cards for my Monday and Saturday series. And I am still currently working on my Wednesday series, but these are all done. It is football season, guys, and I am so busy with doing things that if I don't get these things done early, I won't have my videos up and running. So thank you all for all of your kind, great support, because I couldn't do this without you. Your support means everything to me. And I sincerely want to thank you all. And if you are not subscribed, I would ask, if you enjoy my videos, I would ask that you might consider subscribing, as it truly helps me out. Your thumbs up, your comments, all of those things help me out tremendously. And as always, I want to invite you to come back and visit me in my Wonderland. You guys make doing this so fulfilling. I enjoy it so much, because when I talk to you and I make these videos, I really do feel like you guys are right here. And that's because of the feedback I get. And I know I wouldn't be doing that without this feedback from you guys. So thank you all once again. And please come back and visit me again in my Wonderland. Bye-bye for now, everybody.